Hi, I'm Scott Margolin, your host for Ark Week. Welcome to today's episode, When Arks Attack. Sharks are a miracle of evolution, an almost perfect hunter, but they're nowhere near as vicious, bloodthirsty, or dangerous to humans as TVs and movies like to portray. In fact, attack isn't really a fair or accurate word to begin with. The majority of incidents with humans are single bites, not attacks. If they were attacks, far fewer people would survive. That said, they do bite things, it's kind of their thing, and when they do, the consequences can be catastrophic without PPE. Arks are also an almost perfect expression of a facet of nature. Massive electrical energy release from the gear into the air in an instant. And when arks impact people, consequences are often catastrophic or fatal without PPE. Let's take a look at a series of arks showcasing the differences between flammable clothing and arc-rated flame-resistant clothing. The flammable clothing is fully engulfed almost immediately, which would lead to catastrophic or fatal burn within just a few seconds. This clearly shows the dangers of wearing flammable clothing. In slow motion, you get an outstanding look at the projection of the energy and just how dangerous these arcs really are. Arc-rated clothing does an excellent job of protecting the wearer. Arcs injure more people each year in the United States than sharks do, and usually more severely. But almost none of the shark attack injuries are suffered by people who get in the water with sharks on purpose. Why? Because when you knowingly take a calculated risk like that, you get all the expertise possible, you emphasize behavioral safety, yours and the sharks, and if needed, you wear the appropriate PPE. In stark contrast to that, most arc flash injuries in the US happen to people who know the risk, take it anyway, and get hurt despite that, most often because they were wearing flammable clothing. Flammable clothing is fuel. Please, don't be foolish. You can walk away or swim away from most arcs and most sharks if you're aware of the risks and you get and use the appropriate PPE. Please join us again tomorrow for another episode of Ark Week.